We're here for Step Up, the alcohol version. My name is Renee. I'm the coordinator of health promotion, and we have 3 people who will be facilitating our conversation today: Nick, Chloe, and Colleen. I'll let them introduce themselves to you, so in case you don't know who they are.
I'm Colleen Lagar. I'm a junior health and physical education major, and this is my first year being a health educator.
Hi, I'm Chloe Rio. I am a public health and professional studies major. I'm also a junior, and this is my first year as a health care educator.
Hi everyone, esteemed guest today. I am Nick Jones. I am a junior public health major, and it's my first year as a peer and first year as a facilitator of this Step Up program.
It is a Bystander Intervention Program where we will show you kind of why people don't intervene in situations, and how to get past the barriers of not intervening, and then we'll put you through scenarios where you can actually practice what would you do kind of thing.
Your friend just turned 21, and a group of people want to take her out and show her what it means to be an adult. She's a non-drinker but doesn't want to let her friends down, especially since they are doing something nice for her. She has asked you to make sure it doesn't get out of hand when someone in the group starts ordering shots for her, saying, this is going to be fun to watch. What should you do?
I would say, okay, shots for everyone except for the DD, and start like making it a limit, keeping track. I know a lot of my friends, like when they go out, they like actually mark on their hands how many drinks they've had, and you can kind of say, like, you know, intervene to your friend just one-on-one, maybe while like the other people in the group aren't listening, and be like, hey, why don't we say, 4 and we're done. And it doesn't have to be a big deal. Just say that you don't want any more, and they don't have to spend their money on you.
I've seen the slashing though become a game. That's the only issue I have with that. Because yeah, everyone can say that, but then once somebody gets intoxicated, they're like, oh, you have 6? I'm gonna make mine 12. And then it becomes like, who has more slashes by the end of the night? So I've seen that get out of hand. So I think that's always, it's a good way to keep track, but you have to, there has to be one person who is gonna keep control of the situation.
I would say to the experienced drinkers, go ahead, keep marking them on your hand if you want. But if your friend has never really gone out and gotten drunk before, just making sure that they are in a comfortable limit, and maybe you have that conversation with them off to the side or in private, and saying hey, you don't have to keep up with the kids who've been drinking for months now, or who regularly go out to the bars. You can set that limit and go at your own pace. It doesn't have to be.
Some other strategies: drink alcohol look-alike beverages. So everyone, like Renee was saying, if you take your friend out, have them get a non-alcoholic drink that kind of looks like they're drinking, so that everyone's just not hassling you to keep drinking, and so it actually looks like you're drinking. Choose not to drink. There's always that person in your group that's gonna be the person that doesn't want to drink at a party. Eat before and after or during drinking, like Chloe said earlier. It helps slow the metabolism of absorbing alcohol. Have or be a designated driver, and have a friend let you know when you had enough. Whether that's a preset limit, whether that's an observing limit that a friend's been watching. So kind of have that one good friend who wants to help you. Strategies for alcohol poisoning. There have been many cases where people have just had a little too much to drink, and that's just alcohol poisoning. There are some people may know some telltale signs. Usually their skin's a little blue, like ashen skin, poor circulation, lips are starting to turn a little blue, they just look pale, they just look sick in general. So that's some possible signs of alcohol poisoning or vomiting too much. If they're unable to answer just a simple question or even just remember what's their name, most likely it's a 911 kind of flag. So I hope everyone knows that on Slippery Rock, the police department is 3333. Very simple. Be that person to kind of call before anything happens, because alcohol poisoning can just eventually lead to possible other injuries and even death, and we don't want that. And now, since I'm sure everyone here knows about the Medical Amnesty Act, so I'm sure everyone's ingrained. If not, just let me know and I can just briefly go over that. But I'm feeling that people will know that. If they are passed out, roll them on their side. People will say, don't leave them stay up, because all the vomit could just come up and you can just choke and die. Unfortunately, that may occur. Monitor breathing and heart rate. You're gonna have slow breathing, your heart rate is just gonna keep going. And eventually do not leave them alone. So if you're at a party and someone is, having alcohol poisoning and your friends are leaving, it's kind of like awkward situations like, do I go with my friends, do I stay here? Please choose to stay with them, get their help if they need it. Even if it's as simple as, rolling them on their side or calling the police, at least stay with them because, you're doing something that everyone would want something to be done to them.